So let's kind of get straight to him, huh?
Sure. You know what? This is what the people want.
The people want it.
Let's give it to him.
All right, cool. So
first thing you'll notice, he has a red helmet.
Yes.
All right. So we're just gonna, for the most part, go over his special moves, and you know how he is different than what you would normally expect.
Real quick, Evan, when you designed this character, what was sort of your idea? You wanted him to be sort of he controls air a lot.
Yeah, he controls space. He's very mobile. He can evade. He can get in there, and he also has tools for setups.
Right. Which actually, Steve, when he comes in, wants to really discuss the setup potential of Red Hood. So
everyone's gonna love that one.
All right, so Red Hood. For the most part, Projectile is this Gotham Star, which is this quick high attack, obviously full screen projectile, which you can meter burn, and it'll actually do a mixture of mids and highs. It's a good way to keep your opponents away, but for the most part, you can jump over them. You know, you see it coming, right? He also has an upward one, so it's more of an anti-air.
So it's kind of interesting, Evan, what we've done here. Like what you've done here is he doesn't use, like, he has guns, but his main kind of projectile is not that.
No.
Right. It's these Gotham Stars. And what you can also do is you can connect the Gotham Stars off of like wall bounces or whatnot to do some beefy damage. Now you'll notice this is a level 20 Red Hood versus a level 1 Joker, alright?
So
you're not like, oh my gosh, look at the damage!
Right.
That's not necessarily it. But you can definitely keep the opponent in the air with the upward stars, which will give you time to advance in on your opponent too. He wouldn't be Red Hood without using guns. So he's got this air gun move that he can use, which keeps you up in the air, and it's an overhead and mid. So it's really, really good.
Right, you kind of look at that, Evan, as a sort of almost like an anti-zoning tool too. Like,
yes.
You can jump. Yeah.
And also, if like you have an opponent that's kind of sitting there and zoning at you, you can just jump in the air with Red Hood, do this quick attack, and then the projectile will pass and you'll be able to advance.
Right.
He has these really cool diving moves, which he'll dive away and dive towards the opponent. Now, if you meter burn and dive away, it'll do 6 additional shots. So it's kind of like if you want to try and play that distance game with Red Hood, you can by getting away and then going back into the stars.
Right. Now, people in the chat still keep saying that damage. Again.
And once again, level 20 Red Hood versus level 1 Joker, which I think makes it canon as well, but we're not in the lore minute yet.
No, we're not in the lore minute. We've got to hold off on that. Now, I will say, people are asking on chat also, we did say on Twitter, that after this run through, when Steve comes in, we will actually be giving you the release date of Red Hood.
Oh, never mind. I almost said it. Right there, I almost did it. I'm the worst. Whew.
I would say about 3 or 4 more minutes.
Okay.
So get your egg timers started.
Egg timers?
No one has egg. My mom used to use an egg timer. So
I have one at my desk.
Back to Red Hood.
All right, back to Red Hood. So he also has this advancing one. So if you do want to try and get in on your opponent, you want to use his advancing dive or lethal lunge. Now, what's unique about the lethal lunge is it has 2 different meter burns. So you can do a meter burn in the beginning if you're at a distance from your opponent, right? So you see how he does these quick 2 shots stumbling the opponent, but still closing in that space. Now if I do the lethal lunge and I hit the opponent in meter burn, he'll do a series of different attacks.
Right.
So it's very rare that we have a special move that has 2 different meter burn properties based on the distance from your opponent.
Right. Very interesting.
And then
I think Steve will talk about it too, but I believe his wake up is actually his back dive.
Oh.
So for a character, his wake up is getting away.
Yeah, he's just getting away. And then he also has an air grab as well. Nice, unblockable, so if your opponent's jumping around being all crazy like I usually do, you can just yank him on out of the air, and he may have an ability that augments that. Oh.
We'll talk later
about that.
You know what I think it's time for?
We'll
come. You got one more thing to show? Oh, we do.
We have like 2 more things.
2 more things. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So one of the things we still have to show is this ground mine, right? Now it's just a normal ground mine. It sits on the ground. It's active for X ticks, and then it'll explode. You can do it at different distances. You can do a far, you can do a mid, and of course you can do a close one, depending upon what kind of setups you want to do. What's great about the ground mine is when you meter burn it, it goes into free pop-up city, right? Ooh, almost did too much there. Not ready for it. And it's a really great way to start all of his combos, and it gives you that free pop-up for just 1 bar of meter. You get that away 3 instantly off of it. And he also has a parry. Look at that. And you can meter burn the parry to do addition. Oh, I messed it up. I can. Oh. And then you can meter burn the parry to do additional damage, pushing him further. And then, of course, if you want to just do the stars, live in the star life with Gotham Stars, you can. And he has a low version. Look at that.
And I love parries. And here's the thing I like about the parry, too. So let's say you just did a combo to me.
Yes.
Right? Let's say you tried to do a combo to me.
Right.
There we go.
What? I tried
Did your combo that you showed earlier.
My fancy combo?
Yeah, but you have... How many times chat will it take him? How many times will it take him?
I'm going 3 tries?
3 tries. Okay, Evan? 3. I'm going to say it's going to take you 2.
2? What?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Oh!
That's a 1.
All right. Oh,
that's a 2.
All right. Oh, there was 3.
That's
I
a
messed
3.
it up. The stream nerves, they're real.
But yeah, so I want people to see that sometimes it's not easy for everybody. Why don't you just do the easy one?
Which one's the easy one?
Just 1, 2, 2 at the end.
1, 2, 2?
Yeah, I think so. Or, maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
1, 1, 2? There we go.
That?
Yeah, finish
No,
with that.
I don't want
well, you're never getting it, so.
Don't say that. I might get it.
But also, when Steve comes in, we talk more about some mind setups that he has and some cool stuff. So Derek actually never got the combo.
Well, we didn't give me 15 tries like we normally give you.
Matt, do I do it less than 15 tries every time? Usually. Has this taken longer than all the ones that I ever tried?
No.
Probably.
What? Why do you have... This is not fair.
So what I'm trying to say is at the end of a combo, you can also just be a jerk and just spin your guns like you just showed off, right?
Yeah. Well...
So that's really cool. That's really all I was getting into.
Oh.
All right, we're going to stop now, Derek.
Okay.
Because that's just looking bad.
Is it?
Yeah, it's starting to look bad for the stream now.
Ah!
All right,
okay.
so...
All right. So, because I'm horrible, thank you for pointing that out. Go ahead and write that down.
Well, it's you always pointed out on me, so I think it's only fair if it comes back to you.
I just did it!
Oh.
Did everybody see it?
No. Sure
right.
did.
Okay, so moving right along, his character power. Should we go over that?
Let's go over that.
All right. His character power is the stance called going ballistic. Now, there's a series of strings that you can do from this stance. And you can choose which ender you want to do after you do the string. So, you go into the stance, and you can choose to end the string with a low attack, or you can choose to end the string with an overhead.
So this is more of that sort of gun fu we've been talking about earlier,
Yes.
Evan, but he actually has electrified guns now.
Yeah.
Right. And then he also has where you can switch position,
Which is a throw.
which is a throw. You can meter burn it to keep your opponent standing.
It also gives you have a ton of advantage after that as
Yes.
well, so you can go right back into doing your fun
Combo
Red
sig.
Hood. Yep.
And then my favorite, which is the series of additional attacks into the bullet storm or bullet barrage.
Which is how the combo you were doing earlier was supposed to
they're
end.
supposed to end.
So that's
Gosh.
the ending, guys, of that one.
I'm the worst.
So let's go back to us real quick
Okay.
and talk about something real quick. We're going to show some gear moves, and we're going to show some gear
abilities.
some ability character stuff.
Yep.
But what I want to tell you now is the release date of Red Hood.
Right now?
I'm going to tell them right now.
Before we do the rest?
Yes.
We didn't even show a super move.
I know, but people are asking, and we're going to do it right now. Yeah, they're asking. They were.
Gun con. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
okay,
decent.
good.
Okay.
Tuesday, the 13th.
Tuesday the 13th.
Is when it comes out. If you have purchased the deluxe edition, the ultimate pack, the ultimate edition, or the fighter pack, you'll get them on Tuesday.
Yes.
Earlier.
Right.
Now, if you just want Red Hood and you haven't purchased any of those things, you'll get them the following week.
Correct.
Which we'll announce that later. But so if you bought any of the versions I just mentioned on the 13th of June, it's June, right?
Yep, June. It's like next week.
Time is going fast.
It is.
You will be able to play Red Hood on Tuesday.
And there's also a Red Hood Multiverse, where if you had not purchased Red Hood and you want to see how he feels and play him out, you can do that just like we had done in previous games. So you get to check out Red Hood if you didn't buy him yet.
So very soon, everybody. Real quick announcement too. He will be, just for tournament play, for CEO, we're doing a 30-day thing with all the characters. So,
Absolutely.
So he will not be available to play at CEO. So it's 30 days from the characters launch is when you can play them in tournament.
And
So-
CEO is also coming up in
which we're going to talk about here in a little bit.
Okay, I didn't
actually.
know. You brought it up.
I told you we were talking. Oh, Derek.
I'm the worst.
No, he's the worst.
The worst.
All right, let's take a look at some more Red Hood.
Woo! All right. So that's base. Should we do his super move or wait for the next?
We should.
Okay. And also his throw. Everybody loves throws.
I actually like his back throw.
His back
is my favorite.
Yep, absolutely. Let's do it.
Boom. Just flips over. Like, that's what I think you guys really nailed with his character, is that, like, he's very flashy, he's very fast, and he's very mobile. Just he feels really cool. There it is. There it is. There it is. After 21 tries, Derek Kurtz.
Because I didn't want. Yes.
Matt Burke was like going.
He's like, doing it. Look at him. He's doing it.
It was like watching the 1980s USA hockey game. Like, everybody's like, "Is it happening? Is it happening?" And then it did.
It did.
I'm comparing you to us beating Russia in hockey.
Okay,
moving on.
Abilities.
Let's do it.
There we go. Super move. Bam.
There it is.
Give it to the people.
You know, there's something I really like about the character design that I don't know if I can explain it as well as I want to, but there's a nonchalance to him. Mm-hmm. There's a very, like, kind of just throwing things out, like just this sort of cocky sort of.
He knows it's gonna hit.
Right.
Like, he's just like, oh.
Like a very like, and that's what I've loved. That's why I love working here and working with these characters, because all these characters have their own personality. Like you're talking about, Evan, you watch all the movies he's in, and you watch read all the comic books, so you're able to take things you see. Like, there's some moves in there you're like, maybe you saw in one of the comics, and
yeah, when you were watching that or reading that, you get the mental note, like, ooh, that would make a good this, that would make a good that. Oh, we should reference that.
I figured I was gonna try and do my corner combo that I can't get ever.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? Let's get to
moving
it.
on.
All right, go.
Moving
Right,
on.
here we go. All right, moving right along. So look at this amazing gear for Red Hood.
Pretty cool.
He's pretty awesome. Now, what we've added are 2 new abilities for him. Like we had said before, he has a parry. So what we've added is Gutted, which is a combo string or a combo attack that you can end at the end. You're 2 and 1 in 10.
It's like a combo ender.
Right. So this is Gutted. Awesome. 6 hits. You can add it to any combo that you want, right? To do additional damage. Restands them. And then you can meter burn it, which has been like people's favorite move so far. Bam! That's classy.
Now talk about that move real quick, Evan, because like on the outset, if you were to think about that move, you're like, is that going to work? Is that weird? Did you have that issue?
At first I thought, it's a little too gimmicky, it's a little too comical, but, you know, seeing how the game is pretty serious, you kind of need some of that comedy.
Well, and also I feel that, like, just like I was talking about a moment ago, like sort of the nonchalance and sort of the arrogance of him, that just matches his personality to a T, and it just works with how he plays. That's really cool.
Absolutely. And then, like we were talking about before, with his lethal lunge, what we've added is a move that augments the second meter burn, where it actually pops up the opponent. Now, when doing that, that allows you to launch off of that. And then, bam, even more fun stuff you can do off of it. So he's got different abilities to pop up the opponent. His normal fight style doesn't have a lot of overheads or ways to extend your combos, like with pop-ups and whatnot.
Right.
But a lot of his special moves, when augmented, do, or meter burned.
Okay.
So that's basically the 2 moves that we've added on to this version.
And we gave him what we actually, the next one. Let's take a look at that real quick.
Sorry, I'm just having fun with it now.
That's one of my favorite back threes to hit, because it seems like it's super hard to do, but it always lands. It
And
fits
it's got
really well.
such good distance
Yeah.
too. It's really good. All right, so
Okay, yes, 900 damage against a
That's a
level
level
1
1.
Joker.
You know, people.
So we can't show these moves if it's in competitive mode, so we have to do this, yeah.
So here we are with this version of Red Hood. I absolutely love his helmet. I love the red bat symbol on his chest. He looks amazing. What we've added into this loadout is actually a 2-slot special move. He normally has the ground mines, right? This move, which is more of a grenade toss, actually replaces the ground mines. But what's awesome about it is it gives you a free pop-up, so you don't need to meter burn like you were before. Of course, it has the 3 different distances. You can do far, medium, close, far, medium, close. And like I said, it gives you that free pop-up if I can do anything off of it, right? Oh, I can't because I'm horrible. Here we go. I'm just gonna run away from the opponent.
It has not been your day with the
No, you know
combos
what?
today.
It's all right. Bam.
There we go.
Bam. Okay.
So just another way of mixing it up with the mines.
Right, and so I mean, if that person's going to sit and try and block low from this grenade, you actually can then just go into the air and go into overhead attacks. So you're kind of just locking them in place with these, and you're getting really good spacing.
That's an awesome helmet, by the way.
Thank you.
Looks
Thank you
really
very
cool.
much. And that, for the most part, is a few of his amazing moves that he has.
We left a lot out, as we usually do, which you'll be able to find soon.
Because we want people to discover stuff on their own.
Right.
I'm just going to sit and keep doing this.
Awesome. So, Evan, thank you so much for joining us.
Me.
We are going to, Evan doesn't have Twitter, so don't follow him on Twitter because you won't ever find him.
No.
We're going to bring Steve in a moment. We're going to first show the Red Hood trailer again just to get Evan in and Steve out. But thank you so much, sir, for coming. We will see you again.
Yeah, we will, real soon.
At some point, yeah.
Right, I hope.
Let's roll that good trailer.
That good trailer.